around the world. Everywhere. Together, Channel 7 Eyewitness News at 6 and ABC's World News Tonight with Peter Jennings. We are there. Everywhere.
Welcome back to Entertainment This Week. I'm John Tesh.
And I'm Lisa Gibbons.
Bill Cosby took one of TV's oldest formats, the family situation comedy, added his personal touch, and in the process eradicated years of black stereotypes on TV.
As our special contributor Marla Gibbs explains, Cosby's success is only one measure of the changing role of blacks on TV.
Florence! Listen to my stereo. I can't hear that doorbell.
When the decade began, The Jeffersons was one of the top 10 TV shows. The unusual thing about it was one of the few primetime series that had a predominantly black cast. Since that time, blacks have gone on to increasing success, and more of us, like me, have our own TV shows. I've gone from playing the maid in The Jeffersons to starring in 227. It's in comedy that blacks have made their biggest gains.
Good morning, Arnold. Rise and shine.
Better not let Willis hear you say the word shine. Back in Harlem, that's fighting talk.
Different Strokes and Benson are representative of sitcoms that showcase black stars.
It's very obvious, Mr. Dubois, that you are the black candidate.
It's also equally obvious, Senator Tyler, that you are the bald candidate.
The series about a butler who rose to become lieutenant governor mirrored the change in the kinds of roles blacks are now playing.
If it had been a white person playing the role, we would never have thought of that. We just thought of it as fun. But because it was a black man, this is where you get into the whole idea of, well, what's the image of a black man? And I'm saying that it can be anything.
Cliff, why do we have 4 children?
Then came The Cosby Show in 1984. This comedy about upper-middle-class black professionals in a family situation is not only the biggest ratings earner of the 80s, it's the most successful program in TV history.
My happiness is the pure fact that the American public is voting. They're voting for good programming regardless of what the color is.
Yeah, she's a special woman, cowboy.
What about these kids? Don't that bother you?
Well, I thought it might, but it doesn't. It's like they're my own.
Instead of lead roles, it's in ensemble shows like Hill Street Blues, St. Elsewhere, and L.A. Law that black actors find the majority of opportunities to act in dramatic series. What's significant is that the roles are not specifically black.
You telling me you had a hunch? The cops were killing dealers, and you sat on it?
Philip Michael Thomas's part in Miami Vice could easily have been interchanged with that of his co-star, Don Johnson. As black actors earn mainstream acceptance in a greater variety of roles, they've learned that popularity brings power. Power that can be used to create their own TV shows.
What are you doing?
Just getting a feel for the kitchen.
Why don't you go get a feel for the dining room?
Frank's Place was a big step in that direction. The innovative series was co-produced by Tim Reed, who built on the popularity he earned in WKRP in Cincinnati and Simon & Simon to develop and star in his own show.
Seal, I promise you, you leave this world, it's gonna be over my dead body.
Oprah Winfrey developed and starred in a miniseries, The Women of Brewster Place, which was so successful, it spawned a spin-off series that will go on the air in 1990.
Come on back.
As we enter the 90s, I think blacks will continue to make gains on primetime TV. The key is for more of us to take the reins into our own hands, to write, direct, and produce shows about people the audience can relate to. Because if viewers care about characters, then it really doesn't matter what color they are. For Entertainment This Week, I'm Marla Gibbs.
Thank you, Marla. And more black shows are joining the